Alright, so here's my game plan. I totally stole this from a site online, and it's honestly perfect because volleyball is pretty much the same no matter what you do. Strategies that are pretty much listed throughout this game plan are touch every ball, hit the weak spots, and serve aggressively. It's basically what everyone wants to do every game no matter what. Individuals or the roles throughout the team are obviously hitters need to hit those weak spots, servers need to serve those weaker players, and all-around defensive, everyone needs to be on their toes at all times so that a ball never touches the ground. Scenarios or situations that might happen. If we keep hitting those weak spots or those corners during or while attacking, teams will adjust to try to cover those spaces, but when they adjust to cover those spaces, they leave other spaces open, so we can hit those other spaces that are now open. While serving, coaches might have a certain player drop to cover up another weaker player, and if that happens, we can serve short to where that player who just dropped used to be. There's always going to be a weak spot somewhere, you just have to be able to find it. Tactics and skills. Being tracked. Coaches and or assistant coaches or players who aren't playing that game will have sheets that will track pass attempts and pass errors, block attempts, errors, hitting attempts, hitting errors, serving attempts, serving errors. Not necessarily for each player, but for the whole team, because each player would be too hard. There's 12 people on the court, or 6 people on the court at all times. As for the other team, that should have already been completed when the team was scouted the week prior. As I said, in response to scenarios that might happen, if we keep hitting those weak corners or keep serving to a certain player, the team's going to pick up on it, so we have to serve to a different spot or hit to a different spot that is now open because they are covering those certain areas that we had been hitting to previously, as well as blocking. Say we're putting a double block on the middle hitter, and the middle hitter keeps tipping over said double block, and the left back or the right back cannot get to that tip. We'll take off a double block, have a solo block on the middle hitter so that she's forced to either swing or tip, but the left front and the right front will be able to get to said tips, and the back row players can stay in the back row and receive those hits that should be coming. What is expected out of the team, as mentioned throughout this game plan, the team is expected to serve aggressively, expected to hit aggressively, expected to pass well, and the team is expected to keep their heads up. One of my biggest sayings is the next play is the most important play. So that is what the team is pretty much expected of. Always be aggressive. That is all.